Hey, there we go. Wow, this quality is terrible. Alright. Welcome to the live stream test. If you're watching this after the stream is over, as I'm sure the majority of people will. I'm not sure if I'll have any viewers while I'm live. But we're just testing things out. So I'm going to apologize in advance for the fan noise. The fan's going to be extremely loud this whole time. Maybe in the future I will have an exhaust fan with a tube so I can have the fan outside so it won't be that loud, but not tonight. Alright, so there's no instructions. This thing costs about $6 online, delivered. Let's just test out the components that came with it real quick. Looking good. There. Well, focus is terrible, but this is looking good. And last but not least, it's that 10K, and it says on the board 10K, so everybody's in agreement here. I think it's time we get started. So, as I mentioned earlier, there's no instructions and no manual, no specs. So, I mean, I'm just going to assume that this is a 12 volt setup. So, that's what. When I'm done assembling it, I'll hit it with 12 volts, see how she goes. Now, the order of assembly here. I'm thinking it'll be faster for me to start with the capacitor. And do the small stuff first. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on this. Gonna have to work on this camera setup, that's for sure. Oh, well, you're an autopilot. All right. Do not forget the flux. Working with silver solder as I do. So I don't know. Some people really live and die by lead, but I don't know. I learned to solder with lead, but once I got used to working with silver solder, I'll never go back. You just got to use a lot of flux and just the right amount of heat, and be styling. Alright, this is rough. So I scrape it up some more. Oh wow. That should be enough. Bingo. There we go. perfect. Took a minute though, huh? Alright. Oh, I forgot my cleaner. I'm gonna have to... I think I'm gonna mount everything but the coil on the board. And then I'll clean all the flux residue off. Because when I put this coil on, there's no like clips or anything to hold the tube that the coil's wrapped around to the board. So I'm thinking I'm gonna super glue it to the board so it's not like flopping around in the breeze. I mean, look at the wire that's connected to it. If somebody opened the door in the same room as this thing, that would like tear it right off. So I think I'm gonna hot glue it, and before I hot glue it, I should clean the flux off because, you know, I use a solvent to clean the flux, so naturally I should do that first. Anyways. Oh, that's it. I've lost the resistor forever. So I'm just gonna have to end the live stream now. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, let's talk about placement. Oh, jeez, let's talk about focus. My goodness. What is the deal with this? Huh. This is a lot of... I don't even know. A lot of stuff I gotta learn about streaming. How come I got no focus? Anyways. I'm not sure. No, that's way too narrow. I guess I'm gonna mount this vertically. Considering it's gotta go here, or I'm assuming it's gotta go here. I mean, 10K R1, there is only one resistor, so. Oh my god, yeah, I don't know how to get it to focus. It's a real shame. It's gonna ruin the whole video. Alright. Da-da-da-da. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so I'm going to clog up the hole with flux so then I can feed this through and get flux all over the resistor lead. A nice little ball of solder here. Go. Alright. So I got one end mounted. Man, this is so annoying. Why does the focus not work? I'm gonna waste a few seconds trying to figure this out. Why do I want... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Bummer, dude. Alright, well. Anyways. This is my first live stream after all. I'll figure out the focus at a later date. Well, I messed that up a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, that makes it a little bit better. Just a little bit, but still. Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare. Alright. Get to fluxing. Goodness gracious. There we go. Oh boy. There we go. Wow. Still no focus. Still don't know why. It's not too horrendous. Okay, so keeping with the small stuff first, I'm thinking. The lead's bent? How come this doesn't want to go in? Oh, okay. Well. Wow. Interesting, this, oh man, you can't see it because the focus isn't working. But the solder didn't flow all the way up to the top on this side. So there's like a little pool of flux in it right here. It's kind of weird. I've never seen that before. Anyways, shame I can't show you guys, but I got no focus. Did I mention the focus doesn't work? Oh my god. Alright, so I think I'm gonna mount the heat sink first. And then I can drop this in, put the screw in so then I know it's at the right level. Now that I think about it, I should have put the heatsink in first because it's going to take a lot more heat energy to mount this, and it could potentially desolder any smaller components while I'm trying to do this one, but oh well. I mean, honestly, I don't think I'll have a problem. I'm pretty quick with it, but you know, it is how it should be done. Stuff with the largest thermal mass gets done first. Alright. Oh, I didn't even consider that. My furnace is kicking on now too. That's something I'll have to keep in mind for the future. Well, it took a little more solder than I had first anticipated. Huh, I guess I used a little too much there. That's a shame. Alright, now let's try and do this while it's still warm. Oh, what happened there? Damn. There we go. Alright, well, that first one's a little hideous. But all in all, not bad. It's about time I clean this thing up. It's flush. Yeah, this one's a little, ouch. This one I used a little too much solder, so, oh well. It's not that bad, I suppose. Well, after all of that, I should clean my tip. Bad enough as it is. You get these really cheap solder tips. I regret it, for sure. But I'll keep using them until they're junk. Alright. Nice. So, next... yeah, definitely. Yup. So... yes, that's another thing I forgot. I need a screwdriver. Darn. Let's see. Wow. It's funny, I have this really old one laying around. Perfect. Alright. So. Oh, you know what I just realized? Whew. Good thing I just realized it now and not after I started this thing in here. I gotta add some thermal paste to the back of this bad Larry. Alright, what the hell did I do with all my thermal paste? Oh, jeez, I know I got a bunch of it somewhere. No. I got the sheets, but they're designed for those MOSFETs. I don't want to waste on those. It's not over here. Ah. Got it. Alright. Get some Chinese thermal paste for some Chinese components. Perfect for my Chinese Tesla coil. Whew. And we got a what you might call a liberal dollop, generous, obscene. God. This thermal compound is like anti-seize, you know? You just get like a little teensy tiny bit of it on your fingers and then that's it. It's all over your house for weeks. It's on your clothes, your fingers are stained. Okay, I wish I could do that. So, try and clean some of that paste off so I don't accidentally lean on it or something. Ruin my life. Okay. So, make sure the pins are all where they're supposed to be in square and then get this nice and tight. Now I can solder that in place. It's in frame. Yes, it is. But I don't know, what would you call that? Like a half a Rossman's? Maybe a quarter of a Rossman's? It's no small amount, that's for sure. Huh, is that only on the back? There we go. Come on. Yeah, that was weird. All the solder stayed on the back side of the conductor and didn't flop around to the front. There we go. Okay. Man, this is so annoying. Why doesn't it focus? I don't know. Okay. Oh, I didn't actually solder the switch in yet. Take care of that right now. think that should be enough for one pin. Yep, that was like the perfect amount. Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, a little too much on that one. Not bad though. Not enough on that one. Ooh, that was like perfect. Possibly a little too much on that one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a little too much on this one too. Oh darn. Okay. What's left? The LED, the... Oh, yeah, and the barrel jack. Let's see here. There we go. Can't believe I just did that out of frame. Whoops. We're almost there, folks. Let's see. There we go. Come on. What is happening right now? There we go. Please tell me that's in frame. Alright, so there's definitely a few things I could practice before the next live stream and figure out why I can't focus. I gotta get some lines on my desk so I know where the edge of the frame is. Gotta figure out what to do with the fan. Oh, and I gotta shut off my furnace so that doesn't just come on randomly. Anything else you notice, let me know in the comments. Oh, alright. We're closing in on the finish line here. Just gonna hold this with my hands. Yeah, that was perfect. A little more, I think. Did it at that weird angle and I didn't get the PCB hot enough. There we go. Huh. There's almost not enough solder in that one. Darn. A little extra on this one. Bam. That was money. Hell yeah. Alright. Look at that. How long did this take so far? 25 minutes of me screwing around? Not bad. What is it? Six components? Takes me half an hour to mount 6 components? How about not great? Alright, let's see. Is this a good battery? Dun dun dun. Huh. Is battery dead or what? Oh, there we go. Okay. I forgot to test the LED, but looks like that's working fine. Oh, and I forgot to mention the, oh, never mind. No, I didn't. This capacitor doesn't have polarity. But, polarity is marked on the PCB, so even though there's no instructions, I can just look at that. The positive lead where the positive mark is. And we'll have our last component before the coil. So what as I mentioned earlier on, when I mount this last component, I'm going to get my solvent, clean the flux off, and then we'll mount the coil and test it out. Man, I'm having a hard time today. Goodness gracious. Alright, I think I'll just hold that one by hand too, so I can be certain that it's all the way up. And I gotta figure out, maybe I should put the camera on the other side so I'm not constantly blocking it when I'm trying to do stuff. That would certainly be better. Probably a little too much solder there. Damn, that was weird. Way too much solder. Yeah, that's much better. Ah, darn. Messed up another one. Too much. You took too much, man. Okay. Now, do some lead trimming right quick. Coming in close here. Alright, as much as I want to trim that one I put too much down on. Yeah. It's got these little standoffs that'll keep it high enough up. So I think that's enough trimming. It'll be fine. Now, time to clean the flux. We'll run upstairs, so one moment. Oh, I brought it with me on that job today. It's in my cup holder. Okay. The old deoxit. And so my box fan filter is a 20 by 20. Oh, what happened? Alright, I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. So the filter on my box fan is a 20 by 20 HEPA filter that's that filter's tight enough to get volatile organic compounds. So using small amounts of solvent down here, that filter will take care of it. So this is how I usually clean. Get it best I can with a rough pass like that. Now if I'm doing really fine pitch, pin pitch components, I use wooden toothpicks to scrape between the pins. And another trick I'll use sometimes is compressed air. You know, you get like fill your tank up to like 120 psi and just get real close with a fine tip spray nozzle and blast that crap right out of there. But for this $6, oh boy, almost broke the goddamn thing right there. So I think that's good enough for a $6 Tesla coil. Certainly not perfect, but you know, that'll be just fine. In the interest of brevity. Now, as mentioned earlier, my plan. The mic's still on, yep. So my plan is to put the wire in, get this down, and then I'm just gonna super glue it in place. But before I do that, oh, you know what I'll use? Oh, or I could just... Alright, I gotta go off camera for this, but I'm using my die grinder to strip the enamel off of the end of this copper wire. I have a wire brush attachment on it, and I'm just pushing it against a piece of sheet metal. And that did basically nothing. Goodness, golly gee. So, wow, that was something. So I'm taking out my pocket knife. Trying to scrape some of the enamel off. Yeah, without cutting the wire, just ideally. Okay, I think I've got enough, and once I get some contact with the solder, it will melt the remaining enamel, get a good connection that way. And I just noticed there's still some solvent left on the top of the board. Let me just clean that up real quick. Keep forgetting to do stuff in frame. I'm gonna have to work on that. Alright, that should be good enough. Thread that in there. There we go. Okay, now go back to using the stands. Okay. Now I'm looking under to make sure the wire poked all the way through. And I'll bust out the super glue. Just gonna put the smallest of dots, one on each side, opposing sides. You want to make the dots as small as possible so this dries as near to immediate as I can get it. Oop. Might have been a little too big, to be honest. Alright. Got a few dots on there. Get the air flowing. Hopefully that cures quick. Looks like it did. Alright. Look at that. Now I'm not gonna push and pry on it, you know. I'm sure it'll take longer than that to actually cure, but it's tacky enough. So let's start soldering our last piece, the wire. Trying to get this in frame. Kind of screwed things up when I whacked my camera. No, that's right, and the focus doesn't work. Like, gotta love that. Alright. Show! Yep. There's enough flux on that to feed a whole country. Whatever the hell that means. Alright, and I'm gonna get a blob going here that's, I don't know. That's probably how much should be on there. I'm gonna double it. Let's try that. I'm gonna do this one left-handed. And you can see I kept going in to give it more heat and more heat. Just want to make sure that I've completely melted the enamel on the copper wire right where the solder joint is. all these things are blocking my access. I can't put my soldering iron back. Okay, well, I don't know. Hopefully that works. We're just gonna have to wait and see. Now, right, so that's in the off position. Get this up. Alright. This wire comes undone so easily. Okay, there we go. So, focus still doesn't work. Holy cow, I can't believe it took me 40 minutes to assemble this thing. Alright. I still gotta put the legs on. And then we'll test it out. But I can probably shut the fan off and stop annoying you guys. Okay. We're in the final stretch here. This took me way longer than I thought. Okay. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, goodness gracious. Never mind, I think that's actually a train coming, not a light. God, I need tweezers to put this bad Larry in there. Wild. Alright. I still can't get my finger in there. That'll work. Alright. Goodness. Golly gracious. Merry Christmas. Okay. Yep. Fantastic. There we go. Let me bust out my 12-volt power supply. we can start testing. Got a neon bulb here. We'll try and light up the gas inside by getting in close to the field. I don't know. Well, you know, I had. Here we go. No, it's not in there. Okay, here we go. 40 minutes. Can you imagine? Alright. So, the next time I do a live stream, I'm going to try doing another soldering kit, and hopefully I will have ironed some of the kinks out by then. So, here we go. You guys ready for this? I'm scared to be near it. Woo. Whoa. Holy cow. Can you see that little... See the little arc coming off of it? Little, corona, I mean, arc. Yeah. Hell yeah. This thing's pretty cool, honestly. I wasn't very confident, to be honest, but this thing is sweet. Alright, well, that was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't think I had a single viewer that whole time, but I'll post this. Anybody who wants to retroactively watch it. And hopefully next time we'll have the kinks ironed out. See you later.